UWA Student Government Association held a voter registration drive to encourage students to exercise their right to vote. We have more on this story and much more coming up on this week's Tiger Paws.
From Studio 96, located on the University of West Alabama campus in Livingston, Alabama, this is your Tiger Paws, the official weekly student newscast with all things news, sports, and entertainment.
Welcome back, Tigers, to this week's Tiger Paws. I'm Amari Brundage.
And I'm Paige Miller. The university community is deeply saddened by the recent passing of Dr. Betty Jean Tucker, an emeritus professor of English. Tucker served as chair of the Department of Languages and Literature for 20 years. At the age of 19, Tucker became an award-winning writer, publishing her first short story, and later, at the age of 83, published her first novel, On a Darkling Plain, Stories of the Great Depression.
During her tenure at UWA, Tucker won the William E. Gilbert Award for Outstanding Teaching, created the university's journalism minor, founded the Livingston Press, and started the Writing Lab.
Funeral arrangements for Tucker were held on Saturday, October 6th at 4 p.m. at Linden Baptist Church. Tucker was the mother of Dr. Ken Tucker, current UWA president. We here at Studio 96 send our condolences to the family.
The Student Government Association held a voter registration drive in Young Hall CAF earlier this week. Reporter Taylor Donato has more on this story.
The Student Government Association held a voter registration drive inside the CAF on October 9th to encourage students to register to vote. I spoke to SGA Senator Ian Hester about their goals and motivations behind this event.
SGA wants to encourage students to get out and vote and exercise their rights and get them more politically involved as a whole.
I also spoke with Joanne Minus, the chairman of the Sumter County Board of Registrars, and she explained the importance of voting and how the right to vote is a privilege and a fundamental part of being a United States citizen. If you would still like to register to vote, you can visit www.vote.gov online to register. I'm Taylor Donato, Studio 96.
The university assisted in founding a charter school on campus last year. The University Charter School opened its doors this August, and the faculty has worked to obtain several grants in the past few months. The charter school received a grant on September 26 to assist in funding new programs at the school. Wynn Tyson has more on this story. Wynn?
The University Charter School received a 5-year education grant from the Department of Education on September 26th. I spoke with Dr. J.J. Wedgeworth, Director of Schools, for more about this grant.
So University Charter School applied for the U.S. Department of Education Charter School Programs Developer Grant. It is a competitive grant competition that came out through an RFP back in April. We submitted a competitive application and were chosen as one of 3 schools in Alabama that were chosen as a recipient of the grant award. The award totals about $1.12 million over the next 5 years. So the funds that the University Charter School receives from this grant program can be used for things such as technology implementation, professional development for staff, and most of our school personnel. So we'll use those funds to really implement a really innovative technology program here at our school.
For more information on this grant, you can go to the University Charter School's website. This is Wynn Tyson, Studio 96.
Athletic training students hosted Pie and AT in efforts to raise money for the Sports Medicine Club. Myra Cochran has more on this story.
The UWA Athletic Training Program held Pie and AT outside the CAF on Monday, October 8th, and Tuesday, October 9th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. I spoke with student athletic trainer Candace Parker about the event.
To raise awareness of what Sports Medicine Club is, who we are, trying to show our face, and to help out the community by raising some money. The Sports Medicine Club is here to raise awareness to what sports medicine is, what athletic training is, how to take care of yourself in athletics, but to also help the outside community as well.
For more information about the athletic training program or the Sports Medicine Club, please contact President Tyler Allison or R.T. Floyd, Athletic Training Program Director. Myra Cochran, Studio 96.
Save the date for October 13th to hear author, scholar, and historian Dr. James Pate read from his book, The Annotated Pickett's History of Alabama. The book reading will be held at the Julia Tutwiler Library from 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. A wine and cheese reception and book signing will follow. For more information, contact the Julia Tutwiler Library at 652-3626.
Make plans to purchase tickets to the homecoming concert scheduled for October 25th. The concert will feature 3-time vocal duo of the year, Thompson Square. The UWA students may receive 1 free ticket available online. UWA students can also purchase a VIP ticket that will get them access to the student-only VIP section right in front of the stage. Students must have a current UWA student ID and must be taking a minimum of 12 hours on campus. General admission tickets will be available for the public. You are encouraged to bring lawn chairs and blankets to sit on to enjoy the concert.
Now over to JD Parker in the Zone for this week's Zone Sports Update. JD?
Welcome to this week's Zone Sports Corner Recap. I'm JD Parker. First up in football news, the Tigers did not come up short as they defeated Shorter 48-17, which brings their record to 4-2. Harry Satterwhite threw for 283 yards and 3 touchdowns in 3 quarters. 2 were thrown to Tyreek Martin and 1 to Bailey Blanchard. Derek Underwood and Tyler Rogers and Tevin Moore added 1 rushing touchdown apiece, while wide receivers Dominic McNeely and Christian Salisbury combined for 81 yards on 11 catches. Jordan Bennett nailed all of his field goals, including 2 from 28 and 29 yards. In soccer, the men's team claimed victory over Montevallo 1-0 as Ollie Brador scored his 7th goal of the season in overtime off an assist from Kyle McLeod. This brings their record to 4-2-1. They look to stay on this roll as they take on West Florida on the road on October 12th at 7:30. The women's team disposed of Montevallo 4-1 as they improved to 8-3-1. Ellie McKenzie and Emily Porteous scored 1 goal apiece, while newly named GSC Player of the Week Tamia Proud scored 2 of her own. The Tigers will face West Georgia on the road on October 12th at 5 p.m. In women's volleyball news, the team defeated the University of Alabama at Huntsville in a 5-set thriller as they improved to 15-5. Taylor Donato, Jamie Lanslot, and Madison Cooler combined for 45 kills, 10 digs, and 7 blocks. Jessica Akiana had 24 kills, 20 digs, 4 blocks, and a service ace, while Casey Teal sets a new record of 65 assists as they both earn weekly GSC honors. The Tigers will start a 7-game road trip as they face Shorter October 12th at 5 p.m. That's all for this week, Tigers. Join me next week for more Zone Sports Update. I'm JD Parker for The Zone.
Thanks, JD. That's all we have for you this week, Tigers. Tune in next week for more Tiger Paws news, and we will be introducing Studio 96's newest edition.
Stay tuned, everyone, and see you next week. I'm Amari Brundage.
And I'm Paige Miller. Studio 96.